And we're live. Welcome back to our 5th community gathering. I hope that you're all surviving from this bloodbath into the crypto markets. Spoiler, I'm gonna have a hidden secret message in the video, so I hope you find it out. Hint, hint. So yeah, I mean the crypto market has been crazy. Has been crazy over the past few weeks. Lots of different issues. I'm not gonna get into that, but I definitely want to thank you all for stopping by and coming back to our community gathering, which is an amazing tool for us in order to stay closer to our community. We know that it's been a rough time. We all aware of that, and we're absolutely thrilled of being here. Today is an important date because lots of people have been asking about what is that it's what type of updates we can provide. Why cannot we why can't we be more open about our pipelines, about the projects, and about all of the updates that we have in in the making. So it is a difficult spot to be in, but we'll try to get and address as many questions as possible. So first of all, one of the most important things that happened over the past week, we started working with our new marketing team, which is now supporting the operations for the for the entire Efforce community. And so we're not going to be alone anymore. We're going to really push and start talking a little bit more about what's our community going to, what the community can expect, and what the Efforce ecosystem is doing right now. So one of the things that we launched this week was the Typeform, and we want to thank all of the people that responded and took the time to respond to our questions. I'll be going through some of this questions during the live. But one of the things that I did want to say today, and I think it's important to say at the beginning because I do want to see your feedback and your expectations, is that we are going to announce not the name but the industry of our first industrial client. So this is very, very important. It's a super exciting time because we literally just started this week working on the site and on the premise to start working on the facility, and it's a very, very exciting moment because it's our first crowdfunded efficiency project. Even though we're not going to announce a name yet, because because of reasons that go beyond what Efforce can do, and as a company, we will be doing that very, very soon with a big marketing event because it is newsworthy, and definitely it's very important milestone for the project after 5 months of being live. So I want to ask you all first a question, then I'll be taking your questions, and I'll be going through the Typeform and the other things that we're asked. So the first thing that I want to ask you is, what do you think is the industry that our first industrial client is operating in? So just throw some ideas, and I'll be telling you if you're hot or cold. And by the end of the gathering, if you stick with us, you'll be knowing what is the industry that our first industrial clients operate on. What we can tell you is it's a global client, so it's a recognizable brand that it's definitely going to make a lot of people say, wow, Efforce is truly actually working on a pipeline of clients that is not just fantasy people. A lot of criticism has been going around all of the social media. People expect us to be much faster or much more vocal, and we understand. We understand because the pace of crypto is very different from the industrial pace. It's two different worlds which we're trying to merge into one single ecosystem. So it is not always easy, but definitely it's a good moment. It's a good moment, and we want to make you a part of that. So let me see if there are questions. We need good marketing team for Efforce. Thank you. No questions yet. Mehmet, I've seen you all around social media. I lost 8K. Thank you, Efforce. This is the crypto market. It's not a financial advice. People don't, we're not going to tell you what to do, when to do it, if you want to buy it or not buy it. But what we can say right now, the market is experiencing a lot of pressure because it is a hard fact. Yesterday there was a drop on practically every single pair, and it was going down by 35-40%. It is true that, we've been overly quiet because of the nature of our business, because you have to remember that in the industrial setting, even though you sign the paper, you sign the contract, and you're ready to start working with a client, you still have the legal reviews, you have the board of directors, and people need to give you approval to get their brand and working with something related to crypto. So it's not super easy and super smooth all the times, but we're working through that, and we're making sure that our first batch of clients reflects all of that. All of that struggle that we go through over the first batch is going to be, streamlined over and over going forward in time. So I'm starting to see some ideas. Supply chain, automotive, electronic business, pump. Pump is not an industry, guys. So just make sure that you can. Cell phone, nope. Pretty, but I can tell you that some already got pretty close. So let's say that I'm not gonna say who's getting in. Petroleum. We'll see. I'll let you know in about 20 minutes or so. So first thing first. Thank you again for the Typeform. This is a very helpful tool for us, which together with our marketing team, we designed in order to understand what the community is feeling. And we know the issues, we know all of the things that you're thinking about. Most people are asking about listings because you feel that listings are going to bring more awareness to the project, and awareness is going to pump the price, which is not entirely the case, because you have to realize that getting on a larger exchange, if you don't have the actual marketing, if you don't have the product, and if you don't have the pipeline, if you don't have the project, it's a multivariable problem. It's not just you get on an exchange, the coin pumps, because if the coin pumps without any backups, it's just going to pump and dump. So it is something that people are very impatient because they feel, oh, it's a bull run, everything is going up. Actually, it's actually going down. And it's all about timing, and we don't feel the same way. I mean, we do understand that there is an urge to get the project out there, and we are doing our best. Our team is working relentlessly, and once again, like every single gathering, I want to thank the team for everything that they're doing. The rest of the people, as I say, sometimes you get upset with me, you talk to me, and you get on my Telegram, on my Twitter, and you also become personal against me. But I'm just one of the pieces and all of the mechanism of this giant machine, which is evolving. It's doing a tremendous amount of work, and we're doing things that I think it's going to be more visible very soon. And I know that you're tired of hearing very soon, but literally we started this week getting on site with our first client after closing the first Genesis pool. So what happened over the past month? Let's summarize it. We closed the Genesis pool, which is very, very important. This is the first energy efficiency project that has been crowdfunded. And it's an incredible milestone. It was a small project, true, but it is a very big step for the ecosystem, because this is the first time that the corporate side also gets some crowd component to finance an energy efficiency project. This is a very, very big milestone. So we raised about 600K in crowd from crowd contribution, which is going on top of what the company is going to be investing out of its own pocket, to make sure that we can deliver the energy efficiency project. We will say again, what is our first client? What is the first? We are not going to say the whole batch of clients, because we want to also make sure that when we go out, we're going to go out with a bang. But the first client and the industry which the first client is related to is going to be mentioned in this first live. So this is chemical. In the meantime, people keep guessing. eToro, no. Cell phone, no. Nike, chemical factory. Very, very interesting points. So we're, I think we're still far. Someone got pretty close. I'm not gonna say who it is, but we'll find it out. So yeah. This past month was really important. We closed the first project, and after closing, we've gone through the whole review and due diligence about the premise, what we needed to do, who were going to be the contractors for the construction and engineering portion, so that we will basically deliver this first implementation. And literally last week we started on that premise. So it's very, very important moment. It doesn't happen at the same speed as everything else happens in crypto, but we kind of have to get used to that. We are going to mimic most of the dynamics that happen in the crypto space with the product. So the product development is moving forward towards the creation of a stronger marketplace, and we discussed about that. We are working on the staking program, which is going to be basically incentivizing people that only want to use their WOZX and gain their rewards in WOZX. And the contribution pool is going to be also reinforced with new pools, new projects, and that is going to transform the way that people from the crowd can interact with our ecosystem. So very exciting times, difficult times for sure. So when I said it in the, and some people hold me for what I said, but it is true that when the bear market starts, because it's inevitable that it will start at some point, people will look for different opportunities for where they're going to put their money, what type of things what they want to buy. And to be honest, I mean, I don't see anything that it's more, and this is not a financial advice. I always say it. Don't take it as a financial advice. I even have it on my T-shirt. So it's not a financial advice. Just make sure that is clear. So people are going to look for different opportunities that are going to make the decoupled and not linked rewards that are not linked in any way to the crypto market. So energy efficiency is completely uncorrelated. It's a different market, and the fact that we get through the crypto market into the energy efficiency space is not going to mean that if one goes down, the other one is going to. So this is something that it's very important. So let's see, automatic machines, shipping, Xiaomi, oil refinery. No, pretty far. Yeah, I'm a new investor in this coin, but I want to stake. Yeah, welcome to the family. So if you're a new investor in this coin, we're happy to have you. I hope you're not going to be impatient, but our future and this is something that people that have been here longer, they know, but our future is tied to this project for a long time, because as a team, we will be unlocking and investing our tokens for 20 years. So it's you're going to see our faces for a long time, hopefully. No, it's not Alibaba. So one of the things that let's go through the Typeform. What would you like to know more about Efforce? So this was one of the first questions. Marketing, giving updates and progress. This is something that we're working on, as we said. So besides launching the first project and starting the implementation phase, we have started working with a new marketing team that it's going to support the the development and the way that we communicate about our milestones to the public. So this is a very important moment, and you're going to see the effects of that very, very soon. More PR, more involvement with public community, always in the respect of industrial clients, because this is very important, and I stress that factor again. Industrial clients are very different from crypto clients. So we are bridging these two worlds, and we are creating a streamlined process that is going to allow us not to be slow and inefficient, pass me the term, and inefficient with the next few months and next years of this project. But if you're new, I'm happy that you're sticking around. Thank you for stopping by, and subscribe to our channels. Just get on our Telegram. Make sure that you are following all of our socials, because this is going to be a fun ride. The way it works, how companies. So I'm reading the Typeform responses. So people would like to know the way it works and how companies can use it, partnership you have, and which impact it can have on the environment. This is a very good point. We mentioned this many times, but let me just go through that point once more. So Efforce is very important because we're allowing companies all across the world which are energy intensive to become energy efficient. So this is something that it's very important to understand. We're not producing energy. This is something that it will be stressed more and more, but we're not producing energy. So we're not a token that it's planting solar panels or something similar. We are on the other side. So we're taking something that it's energy intensive, and we're making it more efficient so that the company itself can save money on, and also by saving money, they can make money. So the actual businesses have a direct benefit because they will make money from saving money. I don't know if this is very clear, but in essence, if you were paying $100 to the utility bill, to the utility company, and now you're paying $50, that means that you have $50 more in your pocket every month, that it's a saving, that it's generating a financial return. So you can use the $50 to do something else. As a byproduct, you're increasing your liquidity, but you're also reducing your energy consumption, which reduces the strain on the grid as well. Because in some places, in some areas of the world, this is a big problem. That's why you have blackouts, because the grids are not strong enough anymore. They're old, and they're not able to hold the pressure from this overconsumption that it's been generated by more and more people on the planet. And then the other thing is that's very important is the reduction of carbon emissions, because if you reduce your consumption of energy, you're also indirectly reducing the amount of CO2 that you're emitting in the atmosphere. So the benefits are multiple, and on the crowd side of things, if you're contributing to the ecosystem, and you're contributing to the financing of certain projects, you are going to be rewarded directly in what's called MegaWOZ. MegaWOZ, it's a credit that it's internal to our ecosystem, and it's backed by megawatt hour of energy. So for the first time, we're commoditizing megawatts of negative energy, let's call it like that. I know that negative energy doesn't exist. I did my physics too. But we're discussing about not producing more, but reducing. And so we're creating a credit based on reduction of energy. This is very, very important. Car industry, Gianluca Vacchi is in. I love that. Why doesn't Wozniak talk about Efforce? This is something that we discussed. It's not that Woz doesn't talk about Efforce. He did. He actually did. He does when he goes to conferences. Whenever he's asked, he will talk about Efforce. But Woz is not a puppet, right? Woz is not a marketing gimmick. WOZ is working with us because it believes in what we're doing, and is working with us as not only as a co-founder who just gave his name, but he's actually actively thinking about, you know, how to actually improve the systems. What can we do? Which clients we can talk to? What jurisdictions we should prioritize? All of those things are very important, and we talk with him at a high level about everything. Of course, you cannot expect WOZ to be building software every day. Like he's not going to be building the smart contracts or the new platform. Don't expect WOZ to do that. But he's definitely at an architecture level, at a business perspective level, together with Ken. Ken Hardesty. You know, he's an extremely experienced business, former CEO of large companies, and they both together, they bring such a breadth of experience, and also they help us get into markets that, of course, you know, we have also the pleasure of working with them, right? So we couldn't access maybe without them, but they're fantastic. They're fantastic partners, and they work with us on so many levels. So WOZ is not the marketing machine for Efforce. True. Can WOZ appear more? He will decide when to do that. I mean, it's not something that we can force him to do. We can tell you that he's continuously involved. We talk to him, we talk to the team, he talks to the team, he knows exactly what's happening, and we are working together on how to improve and how to grow this ecosystem. So this is very, very important. We're not just gonna post his face somewhere and disappear. If you think that with someone like WOZ, we could pull something like a rug pull or some sort of a scam of international level, this is not the case. We would be sued out of existence if this was what we were doing. So just believe in what we're saying. You can go on woz.org, it's private website, and you can see Efforce there. You can see on our channels, if you go to Efforce, our Telegram and Efforce_ ICO. There you can see all the videos. The day that we incorporated the company, WOZ is there, and it's not, as people say, it's not a cameo. I can promise you that it's not that. Mining farm, Bitcoin mining farm. No, it's not a mining farm, but you know, we are working on something that it's related to proof of work chains and mining farms. Spoiler, it's for next gathering, so we're not going to talk about that one now. But we are working on something for the mining industry, because lots of over the past week, lots have been said by very influential people, which I'm not going to name. They've been talking about how much Bitcoin is consuming in terms of energy, how much Ethereum is consuming in terms of energy, why we should move chain, or why proof of work is not a good algorithm for a decentralized consensus, and we should move to things looking more like proof of stake. All of these things are questionable, and we will tackle it in our own way. It's not that we are going to go, rebuilding Ethereum or something, but we are going to tackle it in our own way, in a very, very exciting way, which is going to come up soon. Mining farm, retail industry. No. It is retail. It is a retail brand for sure, but it's not like it's not fashion. I would say that. So starting to sneak peek is not fashion, even though Italians are good at fashion. You wouldn't say it from the way I'm wearing this, but today was my subliminal message to the market. Just stay strong. Let me see what questions we have. How does Efforce help in the reduction of electricity and energy? This is a good question. So if you take a system, and I always talk about systems because everything is a system. A body is a system, an office is a system, a car is a system, an office is a system, mining factory is a system. Everything that has multiple components is a system, right? So if you have more things working to make something work, then you have a system. So when we talk about efficiency, we break down the systems into the smaller bits, right? We have each piece of the system is going to have its own function, and over time technology comes and it can upgrade what a single piece is doing, making the whole thing more efficient. And this means, just think about posting mail. When you wanted to send your grandma a letter on the other side of the world, in the 50s, you would write letters. You had to stamp it, bring it to the post office, and you were just communicating to another person on the other side of the world. That was the most efficient way of doing things. But that evolved into fax machines, and then it went to the internet, and you have emails. Now you have WhatsApps and messages. It's all evolved to do exactly the same job. So if you take a system, you break it down into pieces, and you take a component that has to do a job, and over time upgrade it with newer and newer technology, you can also make sure that you can reduce the consumption of energy. Simple example, light bulbs, which were used, throughout all of our lives since the invention. The incandescent light bulbs, which were consuming 100 watts of energy, now can be substituted with LED lights, which consume 10 watts of energy. So we reduced 90% of the energy consumption just by changing one single item into a system, which could be your office, your house, your shop, or something similar. Now we're keeping the invention, the names. Well, let's see. Okay, guessing game. Walmart, Samsung, Amazon, Costco, Siemens. Nope, none of that. Coca-Cola. No. But guys, you were much closer before, I would say. Not now. Let's see the questions from the Typeform. Some people, by the way, didn't take this very seriously. We actually got so many rough answers, and people insulted my mom. I hope my mom is not watching this, but she was heavily insulted by some of the people, angry people in the Typeform. So yeah, that's I hope that doesn't happen again. So don't take it on my mom. We love our moms. We're Italians. Let's see. People say, what would you like to know about Efforce? And people say, how is this helpful? Like, just try to don't criticize the methods that we're using, because we're learning with you. Like we know everything. Okay, we're learning with our community. We're evolving with our community. This is a process. It's not something that we're gonna be out of a box and know exactly everything. This doesn't happen like this. Okay, we have to iterate. So thank you for all the people that actually took the time to respond to the questions. Suggestion to improve community. Yes, we got lots of good questions, lots of good updates. And in general, people feel, for example, this is something that struck me a lot. People feel that one of the channels that we should support more, it's Twitter. So we have to do more on Twitter. Understood that. One mistake that I was personally making, for example, is that I was focusing a lot on conversating and talking to people on Telegram. So our Telegram channel was the place where people would talk to me the most, and I would try to be as present as possible. But effectively now, getting these results, we can actually see that 45.9% prefer Twitter to our founders' videos, to Medium posts, and to other things. So this is very important. Telegram is not our main channel for where people want to be involved, right? So this is very, very cool. So we will improve our Twitter, and we will be getting more and more out. We will be making sure that our new marketing team works together with us to get all of these points across. Can we get WOZX on the card? Pepsi or Coca-Cola? No Pepsi, no Coca-Cola. BMW or Mercedes? No. Amazon? No. Pepsi, Tesla? No. Guys, don't insult people for no reason. Thank you. Don't insult people for no reason. This is a very important point. So I think, generally what we can see is a trend of dissatisfaction. I understand. I appreciate that. I know that, the Efforce, people think that if we talk more to the public, by the way, I'm talking to the public. I'm taking personally the time to be more on Telegram, and people talk to me as one of the project developers. I actually am live with people and I talk to them every day. I get on the monthly streams, and this is because we want to show and we want to transfer to you all of the things that are happening in the background, which are not necessarily visible at the beginning. So thank you for appreciating. Whoever is appreciating, thank you for appreciating. Telegram is important. Yes, Saroy, yeah. Telegram is definitely important, but what would you prefer us to do? Like, getting there and doing more. Like, we don't want to do bots or things like that. Like, we want to make sure that people start self-sustaining the ecosystem. So we want people that understand what we're doing to a deep level, so that they can understand that we're not here for, quick buck. We're not here because we want to make the next, $10 million, $100 million, $1 billion, and then go to the Bahamas. We don't want to do that, okay? We want to make sure that we build an ecosystem that it's thriving and it's building and it's supported by itself. So it's very difficult for us to say, okay, Telegram is important, and one day someone is pro Efforce and the next day is completely ranting at us. Like, this is very difficult for us, because there is no way that we can embed our brains into the Telegram chat, and whatever happens, we are always online. It's not true, because we're traveling. You've seen us. I've sent you the video in the Telegram group. I've sent you the video while I was in Poland for a business deal that we were negotiating with a new client, with a new potential client, and that's a fact. And it's a difficult time to travel right now. It's super difficult. I had to do a PCR test before I left, and then I got there. I have to wear a mask and then go back, PCR test, quarantine. It's a crazy time. Developing industrial businesses, it's very difficult, because you have to see people, you have to see the boards, you have to talk to them. And in this moment, it's not easy, but we're doing it. And so all of that time, we're just not connected to Telegram. So if we're not responding, it's not because we're going out and we're taking your money and going party. We're not doing that. We're doing everything that we can to make sure that this ecosystem is thriving and it grows and it has enough substance to become really, a billion, like $100 billion, ecosystem. Okay, this is what we want. We want an ecosystem that it's a multi-party ecosystem, that it's not centralized all on our efforts. And at the beginning, of course, it's going to be more centralized on our efforts, because this is how things start. This is how you create network effect. You start very centralized, and slowly you move towards a more decentralized ecosystem where people are participating, people are maintaining, people have governance. Right now, if you have WOZX, you don't have governance, but WOZX is evolving towards a governance token as well. So all of those things are things that we're building, and I hope that you understand that Rome wasn't built in a day. We will sue WOZX if you go to the Bahamas. Okay, well, I don't want to go to the Bahamas. I'm from Sicily. Great place, amazing beaches, great place to be. I don't need to go to the Bahamas. The reason for this result, I suppose, is with that Twitter. I'm sorry, it's really far, and I have bright lights in my face. I'm not sure I can read everything. Telegram will be more necessary. Yes, I agree. Where did I go wrong? I don't know. I'll send you the link. I don't know what we're talking about. I need to read. Please keep the guessing game, because I need to announce where is our first partner operating, which industry. So keep guessing. Andrea, you're a cool dude. Thank you. Thank you, kinship. I try to be cool. I was always a nerd, so I'm a nerd. You can see by my looks. I'm not tanned. I don't have muscles. So it's cool for a nerd to be called cool. Okay, suggestions. That's okay. The contribution. Okay. Agriculture. No, it's not agriculture. Very different than staking module when it comes. Okay, so So yeah, someone is clarifying. That's okay. That's why someone is clarifying the difference between staking, pure staking, and contribution. So the contribution pool is very important because what we do, we finance energy efficiency projects in the real world, and we cannot do that with a fluctuating currency like WOZX, right? So this is the reason why we have contribution in stable coins, and only a small portion of WOZX is locked to gain the right to participate. But the actual contribution needs to be stable, because when we sign with a contracting party that has to do the engineering work, we cannot have the if we're signing for $1 million, it needs to be $1 million the day after. It cannot be 800K, right? So that's why we're using stable coins. On the other side, you have the staking, and staking is going to be with staking is going to be for pure use of WOZX. There is no USDT. If you want to get rewards on your WOZX, it's going to be through the staking portion. So this is the way that the market is going to evolve. App Store, pay with WOZX. Yeah, that would be cool. Paying with WOZX, it's something that is becoming a reality. Actually, not in the App Store, but this is something that we are making a reality in the next iteration of the project, which is going to be announced in the next couple of gatherings, I think. There is going to be a feature where you can actually pay for real life things with what you earn on the Efforce ecosystem, which is great, actually. Genesis block, okay. WOZX is not a currency. It is a bank. No, it's not a bank. It's not financial sector. It's nothing related to banks. It's not related to anything that has to do with banking. So I think, honestly, we are already 36 minutes in. I've been criticized a lot as well because the gatherings are really long. So I'll try to keep it shorter this time. We are going to do a tweet stream about the most important points, so that also people that don't speak native English that have watched the live, and they maybe didn't grasp all of this questions, then they're going to be able to read and translate at least. So I'll try to find some more things that are relevant. What kind of features would you like to see on Efforce platform? We didn't see much. I usually use MetaMask. Does it actually contribute to energy efficiency? Yes, and we are about to say, yeah, we are. So we've been doing that for 11 years, and now we're transitioning the entire business into the Efforce ecosystem, and we just started first client. And our first client is in the industry of, tell me, last one wants to make a guess. No one wants to make a guess. It's okay. When are you starting marketing and brand awareness global level? Okay. I'll respond to that before saying the name, so you have a little bit more suspense. But marketing, okay. Marketing at a global level, we also need to optimize. We need to understand what we are marketing for, right? So if we're marketing right now for what Efforce can be, and we have to sell a vision that it's going to be, later, to us it doesn't make sense. We don't want to sell empty promises, right? So this is something that I get triggered by it. So please, just don't think about like we're not doing anything. We are doing a lot of work, and as we said, we just got a new marketing team that is supporting us and will help us grow and actually communicate all of the things that we're doing in a very difficult time, in a very difficult condition, in a very difficult industry, and this is, that's why I get emotional. So pharmaceutical, no. SpaceX, no. And Mohammed, I think you're right. It's automotive. So the industry of our first client is automotive. I will just leave it at that. You can go crazy with the wild guesses. We will be, revealing this in the next future. So we're not gonna leave it too soon for too long, but soon you will know who our first client is. And thank you so much for following us. I hope that you will be on our channels. I hope that you will be engaging with us more. Please go and follow our Efforce official Twitter account, because apparently Twitter is our main channel, and this needs to become the place where we will make an effort as Efforce to, sorry for the cacophony, but we will make a strong effort as a team to communicate with you and keep all the community engaged and keep you part of this journey, because you are an integral part of this journey. We're not here for the short term, we are here for the long term, and we will make sure that this ecosystem is truly going to change the world. And may the Efforce be with you. Follow us and be with us. Thank you, guys.